Good morning, everybody. Black Friday, it is here, day after Thanksgiving. Are we still grateful? We got to be still grateful. How's everybody doing? I want to see some people. What was your favorite dish yesterday if you're here in the States and you had some Thanksgiving dinner? Did you meet with friends? Did you meet with family? Did you go solo? What'd you do? How's everybody doing today? We just got to remember it's a time to be grateful and remind ourselves to be grateful. We should always be grateful. Let's really tune into that. Let's see those emojis flying. I see the beakers. I see the lab rats. I see you, John Connor. I see Granny's Garden, Shake and Bake, Alter Ego, Alexandra G, family. That's right. Family, family, family. All of you I think of as family. Crimson's girlfriend, how you doing? With the pandas. Brad Guidell, my main guy, how you doing? Crimson Caravan Company, how you doing? I love each and every one of you. Hope you're feeling well. Hope you had a wonderful day, and regardless of where you're at, regardless of what happened yesterday, good or bad, today's a new day. Let's make today good also. Let's make today great. Let's see how we can help other people. Let's see how we can uplift and encourage and empower those that are around us. That's what this is about. It's not about just getting what we want. It's about doing things for others so they can be closer to happiness and the ability to live a fulfilled life. It's not a solo one-man show. This is a community here. So everybody, we're gonna be getting going here in just a moment. Hope you're all feeling good. Hope you're looking good. Hope you're doing good. Let's get it. Man, it's so good to be back in the studio. I ended up getting whisked away by some family. I have a couple family members here in Georgia, and they took me off to their extended family. We were out on a farm. Thanksgiving the way it was many years ago, out in the wilderness. It was phenomenal just to be outside, and I wasn't planning on being fully detached from all devices, but we were out in the middle of the sticks. I hope all of you find chances to get away here and there, away from your devices, away from the internet, away from charts, so that you can come back with fresh eyes. That's what this is about today. We're going to come back with fresh eyes. I was going to do all these covering some news stories. Now, you know what? We're going to break this down together, coming back to the charts, getting reacquainted, breaking down what's going on so we can do this together. I want to see roll call right now. Everybody throw a one in chat if you're not a member. If you're a member, throw in a couple of your favorite emojis. I see Jeanette there, got the sell, got with the chickens. We got we got a bunch of hearts. We got some smiley faces. We got some prayers. Big love to each and every one of you. Thank you for being here with me and with us, all of us here together on a daily basis. I can't tell you how grateful I am to be a part of this community with you. I love you. I appreciate you. As somebody once told me, I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. I love you. Yeah, it's that's just the nature of smiles. You ask, what is BitLab Academy affiliated with? I am affiliated with strength and truth and honesty and empowerment and community and togetherness and humility. So that should let you know that means it could only mean Discover Crypto, not Ben Armstrong. If you're wondering, and if that bothers you, I welcome you to go watch his stuff and get dragged down into the darkness of humanity if you want to. But stay here with us if you want to be positive and uplifted. Let's get this show started. What's up, everybody? Good morning, good afternoon, good night. Welcome to the BitLab Academy daily stream. Hope you're all having a wonderful week. It's all about community, love, empowerment. tools, strategy, resources, togetherness, and how we can lift each other up together. This is not a one-man show. Somebody asked, is this affiliated with Ben Armstrong or Discover Crypto? And that's a warranted question. And I don't mind anybody asking. And by the way, I don't mind. You guys can watch anything you want, wherever you want. But in reality, I would say BitLab is affiliated. It's almost its own independent island that's also with Discover Crypto. We are all about the tools and the resources and making sure that you have everything you need so you can navigate this market. This is not a one-man show. It never has been and never will be. This is a community thing. This is about humility. So I love you all. I appreciate you all. I hope you had a wonderful Thanksgiving. I was out in the wilderness. Before we keep going, though, I do want to say my heart felt, heart beating out of my chest, love and prayers for Sam Price, crypto lifer. Dude, my heart goes out to you and your family. His mother, unfortunately, had a stroke yesterday during Thanksgiving. And I believe she was laid to rest from that. So, but that's talk about that. That is it's a hard thing to lose a family member at any time, let alone on a holiday. So big love to you, Sam, crypto lifer. If you're seeing this or not, it's a good reminder for each and every one of us to reach out to our mothers, our brothers, our sisters, our friends, old people that have been in our life in the past that we have, lost touch with. And we know they're there, but then, when you lose somebody, you realize you could have reached out a little more. You could have been there a little more. You could have had one more hug. You could have had one more kiss. You could have held their hand a little longer. You could have been positive impacts on their life. So let's all do a better job of having positive impact. So now, before we continue on, I just want to remind everybody that I do love each and every one of you. I do appreciate each and every one of you. And it would go without saying, a great way to send it back is hitting that like button, hitting that subscribe button, and dinging the bell. Get engaged with this channel. And by the way, if this is your first time here, welcome to the show. My name is Kellam. Let's dig into what is going on in the charts. What is going on in the charts? Somehow this is the wrong screen. So let me go ahead and switch the chart section that this is, the page that it is sharing. It is Adobe. There we go. Guess I had two different browser windows open. All right, here we go. This is what we're seeing today. Nothing has changed. We pumped up to 38,000. It's going up, up, and away. Nothing has changed yet. Is it brewing for something bigger? I hope it is. But all we're seeing right now is if we go sideways like this and really stretch it out, you can see it's just a slight accumulation, consolidation, I should say, with a slight upward angle. And if you really zoom it out like this, you can see it is moving up. And we did get that push up to $38,100. This is on the BitGet chart. We did push up here, and we have not yet really broken any new sort of highs. So nothing really substantial has happened to change any of the formations that we're seeing on the chart. Nothing is a screaming narrative, a dominant narrative. The dominant narrative here is still patience, and we are on the cusp of something major that is coming. We all know this. The halving is around the corner. We have the ETFs around the corner. We saw the Binance news that happened last week, and let me actually rephrase that because apparently Secretary Janet Yellen understands how to call it correctly. She calls it Binance, but we can see that the price is still sitting here right on this substantial level that's chopping right through here. And this is not an inconsequential level. This isn't just an imaginary line. This is the line that goes all the way back. We zoom out on this. Let me go like this, double click on the chart. Let me go ahead and turn off the indicators. And we can see this teal line is a support. The point at which we broke down from here. And the point at which, when we pushed up, has been giving us trouble right in the zone. Boom, 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 boom. And what's nice about this, though, but a positive thing that I will say here is that we did consolidate right on this level. We lost it, came up here, rejected. Now we're sitting on top of it, found support, and we are trying to work our way up. Now, what we really want to watch for is when it does start pushing up. Let me come over here, put a price label right here, and we're going to I'm just estimating. So that is about, yeah, that's about right. Man, this is just getting higher and higher. Remember last week that the level when this was down here was down here in the 38.3, 38.5. Now it's all the way up here. You see how these angled trend lines can show you the level at which you're going to look at is going to adjust over time as price matriculates on. Shout out Brokoshi No Dinero. I haven't seen you on it in a while. Of course, I haven't really been able to look at chat. Guys, you don't even understand how busy it has been here at Hit Network. Hustling in the background. I'm doing 4 jobs at once, just really trying to bring as much possible coming into this next phase of the cycle. We have to get it all set up ahead of time, of course. Yeah, big love to everybody. Let's do a roll call now that we have more people in the house. I want to see everybody get engaged with the chat. Where are you tuned in from? A lot of people have traveled over this holiday weekend. So where are you tuned in from today? Are you traveling somewhere? Are you back at the house? Or what city, state, what country? And how are you feeling? Are you feeling like this 38.1 tap that we just got in the last few hours? Do you feel like this is ominous or foreshadowing for the larger move to come up here and test into the $39,500, $40,000 range? Or do you think this is just another pump fake and it's going to come back down? Let me know what you're thinking. Crypto Breezy said, thank you, Kelly. You know what? Thank you. What's up, Xandro Gaming? What's up, Tig old biddies? We got Deucey Does Crypto always in the house. Oh, he's in Waterloo, Ontario, Canada. All right. Orange County, SoCal. We got the gang here today. Big love to each and every one of you. Jeanette here with the 4 high fives. Got it. Now let's go ahead and continue looking at what we want to look at here. Now, I do want to point out a couple things here. Caleb Franzen, friend of the channel here, great chart that he has here that makes it very, very easy to understand what's happening here. This is a macro move from the FTX collapse that we had down in here. And look at these 2 lines. This is what he identifies as the EMA cloud. It's basically the 200 SMA and the 200 EMA. S is simple moving average, which is if you're looking at a 200 and you're looking at the daily, then you're looking at the average of the last 200 candles. In this case, because it's a daily chart, the last 200 days. Simple moving average is just a straight average of that time frame. The EMA is the average of the last 200 days, but there's a bit more of a weight added towards the more recent days. So they hold more value in that average. So the EMA tends to move faster than the SMA. So this teal-ish line here, they're both 200-day moving averages, but one is just a direct average, and the EMA is it's weighted towards the more current time frame. So it gives you sort of zones to watch for, and we can see when this FTX collapse happened here. And then in the very beginning of 2023, we had an explosive rally up here. And not only did it rally above this previous high, it broke up. Look at this. Had a little bit of a stutter step on the 200-day EMA, which is also in confluence with this previous high. When you see different types of levels that are identified from moving averages and previous levels and horizontals and when you see a confluence of multiple different types of signals, at a particular price region, that's when you can have pretty high hit rate estimation of where price action may have some sort of pit stop or struggle. In this case, we see this wasn't a huge struggle, but the price did have a little bit of a reset here, a little bit of a retrace, and then continuation right on the 200-day EMA. Now look at this, find support, a little bit of support, but loses it. Find support on the 200 simple moving average. 200-day EMA. Lost both of them right here. And look at this, rejection, rejection, rejection. And now we've moved up. So there's 2 things I want to point out that's important here. Not only are we finding resistance in a known level, how is it known? We look to the left, we see this zone. See this low here? See these lows here? Gives us a box. Boom, drag it across. Look at this. We got a rejection below this box on the bottom side first. Another rejection right in the zone. We pushed up to the top side of this zone. So we basically found resistance at this previous level and then this previous level, which is also in confluence. Excuse me, I had the hiccups from having Joshua Jake got me coffee this morning. Give me the hiccups. We also have this low range right here from which we broke down. So it makes sense right now that the price action is struggling in this zone, right in here, struggling in this zone. The other thing that we can look at, this is what gives you confidence in how to navigate charts. Rather than be upset, if we do reject here and it drops, we know a key level. Look at this, the 200 simple and the 200 exponential moving averages are both moving up very quickly. Even if we held here for, you know, another, this region for another week or two, these moving averages are going to, at this point, be all the way up into the $30,000 range. So remember, I've said in the past that the price action does fall. We've seen here, fall, fall, fall. Each time it's pushed higher. We're at that stage in the market where you've established what type of trend we're in. So we're looking for longs on breakdowns. And I don't mean a breakdown of like $200. I'm saying when you're getting these moves, rather than be frustrated if this does come down, we now know. Let's actually come over here to this chart right here. That's not the one I want. I want the, is it? No, it's not it. Let me go to dashboard. Key levels, there we go. We see the 200 moving average. We have the 21-week moving average, and we also have the short-term holder cost basis. Three substantial levels that help determine a trend. And when the price is pushing up, we can see that when you're in a full bull trend, you can see the price action regularly coming back and testing those zones, especially the short-term holder cost basis. So the fact that these are angled up and moving up into zones that are going to be confluent with previous highs, that can give us confidence that if price does come down to those levels, that we have areas already identified to take advantage of that price dip. That doesn't mean the price cannot go through there and likely chop some people out. That could happen too, but things are looking more and more bullish. If you look at what happened over this last week with Binance, the world's largest exchange, getting a $4.3 billion fine, massive fine. CZ may be doing some time in jail for this. And what happened? The price did not move that day. I mean, this was like one of the biggest black swans, non-black swan, because everybody, you know, it was like, if something happens with Binance, it's going to crash the market. The market cycle is established so strongly that everybody was like, yeah, okay. You know, I mean, it did not affect them. But that is an incredibly bullish signal. And we're also seeing a huge amount of, right here, like, so crypto analysis pointed that real outflows are a factor behind Binance's reduced Bitcoin reserves. So we are seeing that coins are flowing out of Binance, but it's not so substantial. It's not something that's affecting some bearish narrative in the market. In fact, all it is people doing a little bit of shuffling towards other exchanges that they feel more comfortable with. Some people are a little worried right now that this $4.3 billion fine could actually have some sort of larger impact on the exchange itself. And we've seen in the past with things like FTX, when FTX collapsed, people lost a lot of money, or Celsius or Voyager or BlockFi, all these coins. Remember, not your keys, not your crypto. So if you're holding on exchange, be aware that you are putting your tokens at risk. But we're seeing, as I was mentioning last week, one of the biggest threats, because Binance is so large, is if they go down. And we see this massive court case ruling in favor, I don't want to say in favor, but the DOJ coming down so hard on Binance, and it did not affect the price. All we're seeing is a shuffling. So we can see right here, despite trailing behind Binance in recent spot volume statistics, meaning not leverage, just spot volume, just trading one for one, Coinbase under Brian Armstrong's leadership has excelled in regulatory engagement and is expected to attract more institutional inflows. So not only are people shifting their tokens, but we're seeing Coinbase has basically been anointed. You are the chosen one, especially with it being, it's going to be the custodian for BlackRock. We see the resolution of Binance's compliance issues has introduced new compliance monitoring setups that could potentially sway SEC sentiment in favor of sanctioning a Bitcoin spot ETF soon. This comes as analysts from Bloomberg forecast a near certain SEC approval for a Bitcoin spot ETF by January, in a couple of months. Next year makes it sound like it's so far away. It's about 2.5 months, a month and a half. The market is witnessing a reshaping of investor trust and regulatory compliance in the crypto space with significant implications for exchange dynamics in the broader crypto ecosystem. What does that mean? There's the speculation here is that because Binance got this DOJ judgment against them with the $4.3 billion fines, Changpeng Zhao had to step down as CEO. He may be facing some prison time, but what it's really done in the eyes of these institutional investors is they're seeing that Coinbase is the one with the regulatory clarity. And it's also looked at from a forward looking. Is it a good thing that Binance got a $4.3 billion fine? Not necessarily, no. But what it does suggest is that the DOJ and the SEC, and not really the SEC, but the CFTC, they're getting the things set with the regulatory sort of foundation and the infrastructure cleared out in a way to where they can feel better about pushing this Bitcoin spot ETF forward. So this is incredibly bullish. So I want to look to, remember, we're so close to this halving. I mean, look at this little window. But I want to look at some TA before we go. I'm going to be wrapping a little early because I'm co-hosting today. I'm co-hosting today on the Discover Crypto Show. So I got to get up there and get set up. So let's look at this. We're going to get down to the 1 hour. Let's go. Let's look at some more setups for what's going on this week, going into this weekend. So we see, let's actually stay on the 4 hour. My apologies. We have these two question marks. Which direction is going to go? It's looking like it's trying to push higher. In this case, we're pushing up on that $38,000 again. And we've been holding, since we tapped this, we've been holding up one liquidity flush out to the downside, strong selling volume candle, this pink, purple candle into yellow, pushing up. And we're just tapping on this ceiling right here. Let's go ahead and draw a smaller trend line right here. We can see that we've got a little bit of an ascending triangle right here. See, tap. And so what this would suggest is that we got a little bit of a move that may be coming here relatively soon. If we can clear this $38,100 region, $38,140 or so. Now, do we have the juice to do it? What's it looking like on the macro? The daily, look, it's getting very green here in the BitLab TradingView on the bottom right. Tap on my chamber door. That's right. So we can see, let's go ahead and clear these lines because it's going to get messy looking at it all here. The concern I have with this right now is that we did dip through this trend signal line, but we came right back inside of it. So this looks to me, yes, this was scary, but this looks to me like it was a liquidity, a motion washout, and it came back in. And now we have, this candle has now eclipsed where these previous candles were, showing me that this was a liquidity washout to the downside. Was this a flush out to allow price to go higher? This is what it's looking like on the daily. What's it looking like on the 8 hour? We can actually take off these question marks now. Well, pushing up. We're getting a lot of green here still on the 8 hour. What are we looking like on the 4 hour? Okay, still a lot of green with the stochastics are a little hot, but when things are getting very bullish, stochastics can stay relatively hot for quite some time. That's what the S is here. So we're going to want to watch if this does start pushing up. Next level I'm watching is 38, basically 38,000, which we're $100 away from. And if we really start, if we get some volume, if we see that, look at this. This is what I'm watching right here. You see this? You see this, sucker? We can see right here that we have volume ticking up. See the volume ticking up as the price action is moving to the upside. This is agreement to sustain the move higher. We don't want to see price action moving up while volume is falling. Because if you see that, like for instance, right here, you see this move right here, look, high volume, and then the volume falls off a cliff. And what happens? We get a little bit of a retest to the downside. In this case, we're pushing up currently. We're seeing volume starting to tick up. I'd like to see the volume pick up a bit more, and I think it will as this pushes a little bit higher. And then I'm looking for a test up here into the 39.5 zone. What is Ethereum looking like? Ethereum. All right, let's get to the daily. Daily. Okay, push up. Look at this. Let's go to a different chart. You know what? Actually, it's right over here. Ethereum. Yeah. All right, there we go. Well, look at this. Push up, retest, put rise, retrace, continuation. This is what we want to see for if you're a bull. You want to see a rise, a retrace, and a continuation. It's exactly what we're seeing. And look at this. A little bit of a stutter step right here. We break through it. We come back, test the resolve of the bulls. They find support. They bounce to the upside. And we clear this level right here with a little bit of a retest. Man, this is doing all the right things that you want to see as a bull. Now, bit of a bull flag here. So bull flag, bull pennant, however you want to call it. We can do this. This takes us up to into the 2150 sort of range. Now, is it going to get there? We're looking here. This is a 1 hour. I didn't realize we're looking at the 1 hour. But we do see that momentum is ticking up, but also down here on the volume, it's kind of, I want to see it a little bit larger. Let's go down to the 4 hour. So yeah, we can see volume is ticking up down here on the bottom in agreement with this rising higher. Now, interestingly, where are we fighting with right now? Let's go over here and look left. Previous highs of this range. So if we clear this region, let's zoom out a little bit. If we clear this region, let's go to the 6 hour just to, okay. We clear this region and look at this. We can come all the way over here. Look at this. Previous high here, previous high here. If we clear this region, which we are knocking on the doorstep of on Ethereum right now, then we very likely are going to be having a move higher up into this region right here with these other previous lows and this zone, right? Let me zoom over. So this is all the way up in the $2,400, $2,500 range. Now, what we can do, let's see if there's confluence. We're going to come here to the top of this previous range right here, option F, which is a Fibonacci. If you're on PC, it's Alt F, or you can come over here on the left, go find these all these lines, fib retracement, select that, and you're going to click right here at the top, move this all the way down to the bottom. Basically, you're starting it here, and you're moving it to the bottom of this range. And I just want you to notice something. I'm doing this live with you since I wasn't on the charts with you. What we did was we looked left on the chart, see if there's a next relative level that we can watch for previous lows. We got it. We moved it over. And then from this range, this high to this low that we just broke out of, we drew a Fibonacci with the fib extension, which has a 1.618 in it as well. And look where this level is. This 1.618 is right in line, confluent with these previous lows. So this is telling me if the price action does move higher and break this level that we're basically testing right now, we're getting right into it. Let's go ahead and delete this line so we can see where we're at. Yeah, we're testing right on this line. If we take this out, I'm looking for, there'll be some stops along the way, likely 1.382 right here at the 2360. Next stop after that, 2502. Can we get there? Are you trading this, or have you just been holding on for dear life like every smart investor does, looking to add at the lows and ride into the highs? That's what we want to see. Apologies for misgendering your dog. I don't even know what you guys are talking about. That's pretty funny. But how's everybody feeling, man? Bitcoin, Ethereum, markets finally getting to the point where I think we're shaking off the disbelief a little bit, and people are saying things are trying to move. What's Cardano doing? Cardano, look at this. Push up. We got to basically rise into a sideways channel here, which could be a double top. It could be a triple top. I mean, 1, 2, 3, 4. But this is starting because of the strength of what's happening, what we're seeing on Bitcoin and Ethereum. This is going to lend itself to likely breaking higher here. We're looking at the 6-hour chart. We can also look at this as a bull flag. If this is a bull flag, man, do it from right here. That's a pretty big move. This is going to be the aggressive move. I'm going to do it from, man, that goes all the way up to 57 cents. We can also do it from this move right here, a little more conservative. I like to lean on the side of conservative so I don't wait on a target to be hit that never gets hit and the market reverses and goes the other direction. So if this is going to be the case, we can do it from two different directions. This is 46 cents, and we can also do a little bit more appropriately here up into the 52 cent mark. So basically the 50 cent mark would be a good area to look for another move with a pit stop right here at this previous high, the 45-cent mark. So that's what we're seeing on Ethereum. What are we seeing on, have we looked at GRT lately? GRT, look at this, man. Called this perfectly. Take some profits right here with this the bearish signal. That's what this S is. And see, this was very similar to what we were seeing on Cardano, where we pushed up and kind of accumulated sideways, consolidated, and now pushing up. We're watching for a 1584 sort of level on the GRT. If we take that out, likely moving up to 17 and then potentially up here to the 23-cent mark after that. What are we seeing on ALGO? ALGO, you go, we'll go tomorrow. So we're seeing something very similar that we saw on Cardano, except this is a little bit smaller market cap. So what do we see? We see a liquidity washout to the downside, only to reverse. This is a bear trap, only to reverse and come back up. Now, the difference here, though, is that we saw compared to Bitcoin and Ethereum and what we're seeing with volume, the volume's going down here. So this is a little concerning. We're going to want to watch what happens with the price action on Algorand if it comes up into this 1363. If we can't take out this weekly VWAP and this trend signal line, this red line right here, then this may be working its way further down. But if we take this out, pushing up, riding up with the rest of the market, if the market's pumping. Adam, what's Adam doing? Adam pushing, push up, down, and look at this. We have the liquidity washout to the downside, just like we saw on ALGO. Wash out to the downside, only to move to the upside. Let's see what happens. Is this going to do this? So wash out to the downside, bear trap, push up, trick you, come back down, and then the continuation. This is what it's starting to look like, but we're also getting a decline in volume here. So let's watch what happens when we get into this zone right here, into the 905 sort of region. What's going on with XRP? Let's go out of this chart. Let's go right here. Chainlink. Ooh, look at this. Consolidating into this zone. Consolidating into the zone. We're getting a little decline in the volume. What is it looking like on the 4-hour? It's ride or die right in here. So let's see. The Lux Algo is saying, look at this. This is starting to roll over here on the oscillator matrix. What is it looking like on BitLab Trading Stack? Okay, this rolled over, but it's starting to flatten out. May make another attempt to the upside. We get a little uptick in volume here on Chainlink. If we push up, we're coming right into the apex of this zone. If we push up, we're watching for the price action to come into 1470 region. And if we could take that out, then I do think we're going to be looking into this order block zone, which is perfectly confluent with this previous high, which is 1525. If we could take out 1525 to 1535 zone, then I don't think this high at 1649 is going to be as much of an issue, because we have this larger pattern that we have been in here, that it's coming into the apex. And if things are swinging the narrative more bullishly, if we can break this level from this range, have a little retest and continue, I think we are pushing, we're making those waves higher. What's AVAX looking like? AVAX right here, boom. We're going to do 2 more and then we got to go. I want to see everybody in the house. Can you feel me? I see so many members here, and I just want to say how much. I haven't even looked at the viewer activity. Okay, no, nobody joined. Okay, I was gonna say I didn't greet anybody if they did join. Shout out to everybody here. We got 95 people in the house. If you have not hit the like button, if you have not hit the subscribe button and ding the bell, come on, let's be grateful together to build a community together. That's what this is about. A place of non-bias, positive, encouraging community with tools, resources, and everything for BitLab. By the way, for the crypto community. By the way, we still have the huge sale going on right now. It is right here. If you go to bitlabacademy.com, we still have the 3 months, 50% off for 3 months. And you can do the BitLab All Access, which is the courses and the premium Discord, or you can do the BitLab All Access, the BitLab Pro, which is all the indicators, the all access to our courses and the premium Discord. So just apply this at checkout, or I'm going to put the link here. I'm going to put a tweet here. The link is in the description of this tweet. Click link in the Yeah, you can join there or just put in 3450 right here, FOR, to get that 50% off for 3 months. Take advantage of it. Black Friday. This is limited time, baby. So let's get back to the charts. And Avalanche working sideways here. We got a larger range it was in that it's kind of respectingly not respecting. You see, push up, deviation above, lost it, came back in, support, resistance, resistance, support, breaks out, finds support. Tells you that it flipped this resistance to support, and then no, it fails back inside, rejects again. This is just, it's not, why is this on the 1 minute chart? Who looks at this on the 1 minute chart? That is, you know what? I'm going to go like this, spin around, go. I was teaching my neighbor how to trade, so we were looking at patterns on the 1 minute chart the last couple of days, so we could see the patterns form very quickly. That's why it was on the 1 minute chart. Just didn't turn it off. Now, AVAX did reject, came back in, pushed up, came back, found support. This is looking more and more bullish, especially that we have this, I won't call this a bull flag because this flag portion or pennant portion is larger than the flagpole itself. But we can call this a symmetrical triangle. These can break out either direction. And I wouldn't even worry about measuring a target from this, because if the narrative starts flipping very bullishly, this target's going to be inconsequential, I think, unless you're scalp trading it. And we can see that we do have look at this. The MACD is flipping to the upside. Just so you know, quick little tip, everybody. You don't need to see both of these lines. This histogram portion right here with the bars, this is a measurement of the distance between these lines. So if you're trying to see the lines for when they're going to cross, you can look at this wave when it's going to cross. You see how this gets very wide and these are very tall? So you can literally, you don't really need to see the lines. You can just watch the histogram, and you see when it's dark, it means it's expanding to the downside. When it's light, it's contracting back towards zero. Same thing with bullish. When it's dark green, it's expanding more bullishly. When it's lighter green, it's starting to contract and come back towards a zero. Shifts and trends. This is what we can use traditional indicators as well. Coming over to the BitLab trading stack, we can see we're getting a little spark here with the volume. 4 bullish divergences here printed on the BitLab intelligence. RSI hidden bull, money flow bull, demand index bull, on balance volume bull. So this is trying to make that move. Watch for a potential break to the upside. And we have not only an order block, which is this red box that you saw right here. See the red box reappear? That's part of the BitLab trading stack. By the way, remember, you can still use that 3 for 50% off for 3 months. BitLab Pro over at bitlabacademy.com. Come over here, enroll, use that coupon code 3 for 50. You get 50% off for 3 months. And if you get the BitLab Pro that has all these indicators and the courses and the premium Discord, and we can see that this is struggling to push up because we also have an order block right above us, in addition to this trend signal line, this red line right here, which is green when you're in a bullish trend and red when you're in a bearish trend. And this is going to be a little bit of work when the price does come in here. I expect that we have a little bit of a pit stop at the 22.16 sort of region. If we take that out, I don't think this high is going to be as important as taking not only this level out, but also this order block with this trend signal line. And we're just going to want to watch what the volume is doing in this region. But with that, everybody, I love you very much. I can't tell you how much I appreciate each and every one of you. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. I mean it. Ding the bell. Be my friend. Join us here in the Academy. It's been a busy week, lot of stuff going on. Family, friends, all of you. I hope you step out of the charts. We're going to be getting a lot more. We're kind of restructuring some things on the back end over here. So who's doing what, when, and where. We're going to be doing, we'll be doing some more of the member streams. I'm going to do some Sunday afternoon. So I love you. I appreciate you. Hope you have a wonderful day. And remember, head over to BitLab Academy and join us here. Use this coupon code. I love you guys. Have an absolutely wonderful weekend. Adios. Just thank you for coming. Thank you for always tuning in. You thought I wasn't going to do the song, didn't you? Hope you all have a wonderful day. Drop some emojis on your way out. Let's get it. See you over on Discover Crypto. Let's come bring the positive vibes.